Edamofia, Ekbaresada, Novidahosa, Ekbaregamara, Ogereyahi, Teobite, Ogyosadnerayahi, Nedogbe Mahufwa, Onagbe, Ogesada. Ikunu wagbe yo tedo ageu inyau ageu wau ekunu wagbe yo tedo ageu inyau ageu wau Ibanu waze yo tedo ageu inyau Ozanu wamu giviedo agawiye e baby no wajo hoa hey am your title I want to know yeah I want to know I wait here and know here no nane to yo hey on name re no giweya no gibaya oh no giweya
Greetings to the 12 tribes of YAHUAH'S scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend the family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near, right at the door, knocking deep down in our soul, that the event of the last days is before us. All right now, family, here we are again in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me, Eddy Idahosa and his family says perversion. It is Abomination of the Land, part 1. So right now, family, like I always love to say, or pass out my warning, okay? Based on this grant, if you want to refute or having a dialogue, okay, do it lawfully. So what did I say? Just do it lawfully. That is, be quoting the scripture for me. The scripture that validates iniquity, that propagates iniquity, that accommodates iniquity, that say right down iniquity. You better quote it. So if there is none, from Genesis way down to Revelation, you better just, hit the dislike button and walk out of that place or walk out of my sight. I don't have no problem with that. Just hit dislike. If you can do it 1 billion, 1 trillion times, good for you, and more power to do that. But if you can only do it once, just hit on it and go your way. Than to commit nonsense. I'm speaking to Eddy follower, because one was trying to bring out his head. In fact, he even ran away, because I don't take no nonsense. The royal law don't take no nonsense. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. All right? So he was trying to refute and say, the program is long. And I said, what did you know? What did you know about history? This that just took place is already in history. A child not yet born that will come and talk about this very message we are about to dig into. So Eddy and his family says perversion. Child yet born. We will still talk about that is what is being called what? History. His what? History. The royal law is the most powerful history. Alright? When it was being written, were you there? I wasn't there. But today, we see the value, how powerful and reliable and truthful it is. All the prophecies of the events of the last days, they are coming into power. Remember, the biblical Messiah said it's coming like the days of Noah and like the days of Lot. Excuse me, what took place in the days of Lot? Says perversion. So you want to tell me that the royal law is not powerful history? Of course, that validates Every single, he said, I declare the end right from the beginning. We are in the end. We go back to where? Genesis 19, the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. So, like I always again love to say, this is not personal. Rather, excuse me, it's not personal. Okay? Not sensational. Rather, by the royal law's objective. Because the royal law makes it so clear unto us that the royal law is going to judge every event of the earth. So that's what we are about to do now. Are you ready for this? So, if you are worthy of it, rush over to part 2. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2. So depends. So let's get started. All right now. So family, we have up to point 4, 1 to 4. So the very first point goes like this. Where is it? Another cause of Eddy and his family says perversion. All right. Says what? Perversion. So some is saying Eddy also has sexual intercourse with his own mother. I don't know how reliable is that, but I also found it on YouTube. About 4 or 5 persons, also gave that testimony. So right now, if it is a fact, again, it is an abomination of the land. If it is only just 1 or 2, the very source we heard from the Eddy own mouth, that is enough. I don't even need to, to dig into, is it true? Having sex with his own mother, is it true? I don't even need to go into that. Because he has done exactly what we are about to dig into. He confesses it with his own mouth. Okay, he did it to his brothers, his twin brothers' wife. That simply means to say his sister-in-law. And he also confessed again with his own mouth that Pius also has sexual intercourse with their own sister, the same father, the same mother. And that same Pius also has sexual intercourse with their brother again, the one that lives in Japan. And this their sister-in-law again simply called what? Evie. So do I still really need to dig into it to know if this is true? No, Eddy has given us a reason to believe that indeed he has sexual intercourse with his own mother. All right. So with this being said, let's look what is sex according to the royal law governing system. First of all, before we do that, let's go to Matthew chapter 6. Like Apostle Shahu, the one you call Paul, that is the apostle to Gentiles, make it so clear and want the Gentile. He said, from henceforth, let nobody cast me, let nobody trouble me. Why? Because I bear the marks of YAHUAH all over me, in my body. I carry his authority and I carry his name and I carry his mark all over me. Revelation 14, 1 said, the name of YAHUAH is being written on the forehead of the elect. That is the marks all over me. Let no one trouble me. I don't want you to come here to be rebuking me based on your stupidity. No, that idiotic won't be tolerated over here. Like I said, do it lawfully. Give me a word from the Bible and say, the Bible said, thou shalt have sexual intercourse with your own brother. Thou shalt have sexual intercourse with your own sister. If there's none of that, you better shut up and hit the dislike button. Like I said, so far we have done 6 videos. Not even 1 dislike. I'm not in need of your like. What are we doing over here? To expose the throne of Satan in the Dimorphis family. That is Sodom and Gomorrah. So here we are, Matthew chapter 6. We are going to read verses. Now, in order for you to get this very, very clear in your spirit, I want to let you know, first of all, Matthew 6, now I read, after this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That is worship. Okay, that is worship. Masekebo, karakabo say, bule se kere, karakabo say, hima santa labo sendeo, karakabo say, masekebo Yahuwah. Karakebo yandebo, masekebo ruach hakodesh. Karakabo say you, Masekebo Yahushua. Karakabo say, Masekebo. Karakabo say, Bule Sendere Boyandeo. Karakabo, Karakabo, Karakabo say you, Karakabo say you, Karakabo say. That is worship. I worship in the spirit. Hallowed be thy name. That simply means, first of all, you worship him. We are dealing with the Adonai's prayer, the one you call the Lord's Prayer. Okay? This is what he taught you and me, if you are a believer. If you are not yet born again, of course, this is the time to do that. To give your life to him, to the biblical Messiah. Put your house in order, because the event of the last day is right here before you and me, and knocking deep down our soul. Do it quickly. This is the nature of this segment. For unbeliever to be born again, and for the lukewarm to shake off the dust of your garment and stain in it. Just get it, out of it, wash it, and get ready for your eternal bridegroom. We are dealing with his prayer over here, how we ought to pray. First of all, say we should worship. No, first of all, say you should know you have a Father right in where? Heaven. Our Father which art in heaven. Okay, after you know that you have a Father in heaven, so what follows? Worship. Then after that, the kingdom. Verses 10. Thy kingdom come. What are you doing? What is his kingdom? Listen again. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. So what is going on in heaven? Do you hear that someone is having sexual intercourse with anybody in heaven? No, heaven is a holy place. It's no nonsense place. It's a very pure place. Okay? So now I said, let his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Heaven is a holy place. Now you know already. So what is his will now? For the earth also to be cleansed and to be holy. So what does that mean to say? For every evildoer to be wiped out of the earth. For every iniquity to be removed from the earth. Just like the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. That is the prayer he taught you and me. That whenever you go to this very particular passage, you are praying against every evildoer like Eddy and his family to be destroyed totally out of the earth without mercy. That is the nature of the prayer. So you just know that. Okay? And that is deep, isn't it? So right now, we go back. So always know whenever you are praying, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That is simply means to say every evildoer needs to be destroyed. Every iniquity needs to be wiped out. Without mercy, let the earth be like, the heaven. That is every living being here on earth has to have a holy heart, just like an angel. That's the nature of the prayer. So right now, with this being said, let us look into what the royal law has to say about sex. First of all, what is sex according to the royal law governing system? Listen now, sex is a gift given by YAHUAH. Sex was meant as a wonderful experience between husband and wife only. Okay, to provide physical, emotional, and spiritual binding eternal. What? You bind with your brother's wife? That is sex. This is the nature of sex. When you enter into the holies of a woman, it means eternal binding. All right now. So the Murphy perverted. That perverted. So let's get some scriptures. All right now, here we are. Genesis, Perversion, or Genesis chapter 2, verses 21. I want to see what sex is. And how did you bind with your spouse? Eternal. It means binding. All right, now you tie two to be one. Here I am. Genesis, like I said, 2:21. And Yahuwah Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which Yahuwah Elohim had taken from the man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, 23 now, and Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Okay, she shall be called a woman because she was taken out of me. Do you see the origin of a woman? So right now, so what does this have to do now with Eddy wickedness? Eddie Murphy confessed this with his own mouth. Okay, he gave us the room to also believe that he also did it to his own mother. Right now, listen. The rape, okay, is the woman. And where did the rape came from? From the man. You see, every single man on earth carried that wound. When that rape is being taken off you, that is the origin of your wife, which is your own body as well. Okay, so that is the origin of you, of your wife. Right now, you don't touch the mystery, because Eddie Murphy's sister-in-law, she is the rape of her husband, the twin brother, not the rape of Eddie Murphy. No, the woman, as soon as the twin brother married his sister-in-law, that is Eddie Murphy's brother's wife, that wound is healed. Why? Because he has located his missed rape. He had just found his missed rape. That was why Proverbs 18:21 or 22 said, when a man found a wife, you found a good thing. How? What was the good over there? You have just found yourself. You have just found the missing pieces of you. Now you have been made whole. Now you have been completed. Now you have been healed. That was what Adana said. Now she shall be called woman because she was taken out of me. That simply means to say, now my ministry is completed. My kingdom is completed. No more lack, no more want, no more pain, no more loneliness, because he was lonely. So when I look unto him and say, it's not good for the man to be alone. I'm going to make a suitable helper unto him. With that, Abayewona took just one rib and closed it up with the flesh, but that place was empty. Until he located the wife, that place, the wound over there won't be healed. That was why he said, when you just found a wife, you found a good. He didn't say when you found $1 trillion. Okay, you want to find a good thing. He didn't say just go and, cause earthquake in the whole earth. No. When you found the wife, you have found the missing pieces of you. Now, what am I saying over here? Eddie Murphy taught the mystery. Okay? That wound in his brother is still over there. Because you taught the mystery. There is a shift now in that one rib. The origin of his wife. Why? Because Eddie Murphy also joined with the woman. In fact, in Eddie Murphy's own again, there is a shift. A wound is over there. Because what? He taught the mystery. Just like a bestiality. You see, Adam was with the animal, yet he was so, unfulfilled. He was not happy because there is missing part of him that he needs to be found. It's not good for a man to be alone. When a man found a wife, he has found a good thing. You found the missing pieces of you. You found your completement. You found your joy. You found your prosperity. Because he said you should obtain a favor from YAHUAH. You found it all. So Eddie Murphy taught the mystery. He taught just like bestiality. That's what Eddie Murphy did spiritually. Now there is eternal wound in the brother, the twin brother, because Eddie Murphy taught the mystery. As soon as Eddie Murphy go into her, there is a shift. The rib is joined together. There is a cracking over there. There is a crushing over there between these twin brother. Between these twin brother. Okay, and also between the woman, she carried 2 men's rib over her, 2 men's ribs upon her. That woman is double. She is double, carrying 2 men in her life. The ribs is over her, is inside of her, because sex means binding. You join together, binding, eternal. Now, when you go to 1 Corinthians, okay, I think I'm going to read it. 1 Corinthians 7:1. Now, concerning the things which ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Okay, that is the eunuchs too. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication. So what does it simply have to? What does it mean? What does it mean? Nevertheless, to avoid mystery of the rib, because when you fornicate, you taught the mystery. That is bestiality. Okay, this woman is going to be carrying how many ribs of a man? So to stop that, for that not to be in us or among us, therefore, Listen now. I take 2 again. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife. That simply means to say what? Let every man have your rib. Go in search of your rib. Samson pulled down the gate of where? I'm going to remember, okay? So much on my head. When Delilah, that is Judges chapter 16, when Delilah stood on the way, become a stumbling block, she taught the mystery. He put the gates. They say it weighed more than 4,000 kilos. He took it with just one hand. Yet, what did not say when you caused earthquake or when you did the super whatever, you're going to find a good thing. No. Only what? Just go and look for a wife. Get your wife. Then you do what? You found the Mrs. part of you. Okay? He said, let every man have their own wife. And let every woman have their own husband. That's it. Don't touch the mystery. And the Murphy have his own. That wasn't enough for him. He's still going to be banging another man's rape. We put some more. Like these 2 demons. This man have 2 wives, 2 women. Make children for him right in France. And this one also have white man. And the Edo man that also marry her, I think the bridal price is still over there. Like these two demons. We are coming, yours is next week Shabbat, okay? I want to test the spirit of the death you are propagating. All right, now family, quick notice. The vision that came about Eddy. That one I'm going to be doing the uploading the day you call Tuesday. Simply the royal law called 3rd day of the week. You call it Tuesday, okay? I'm going to be doing the uploading. All right. So quickly, let me finish the reading. Okay. 3 now. Let the husband rather unto the wife due balances, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife had no power over her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband had no power over his own body, but the wife, because you came from him. Okay. So 5, he said, defraud ye not one another, except be with consent for a time. That is when the woman is saying period, no banging, the husband don't go now. That ye be giving yourself to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not. So don't let another man do it to your wife. Say, like a demorphine is a Satan, you went to go and do it to your brother's wife. You see, that was why the apostle to the Gentile taught sexual intercourse every day, except in a mutual consent. Okay, you don't do it. Okay, when a woman is in the blood, when a woman is in blood. So, in a mutual consent, that is when a woman is also, okay, we want to give herself to fasting and prayer, or a woman is seeing blood. What is going on? I rebuke you. What's my name? All right now. Demonstrating words in my mouth. All right now, I rebuke you in your what's mighty name, because it said in the mouth and in the tongue of a baby, power is being ordained to praise Yahuwah. I'm praising my Yahuwah. So you can't be throwing words in my mouth. Be rebuked in Yahuwah's mighty name. So right now, he said, when a woman is in blood, that is the only way you can deny sexual intercourse. So that Satan, he said, when she's done, immediately come together again, bind again, so that devil will not do what? Come into your midst to give it to her, to touch the mystery. So right now, let's put some more. So let us hear from the law, what the law, when you commit a crime, you've been dragged to the authority, you face the law, and they will begin to quote the law. You break the light, you do this, you did not pay your bill, the law, and they're going to give you buta, cause you to pay some. All right now, yes, it's an illustration. All right now, here we are. We are in the law, so we want to let you know what the law says about Eddy misconduct, sexual misconduct. Here I am, Leviticus 20, verses 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer, and the adulteresses shall surely be put to death. Surely, not maybe. Surely. What is death? Simply means separation. Eternal separation from Abba Yahuwah into what? Damnation. This is what the Lord said. That is the sins on the Murphy's head. So we screw down now to 21, oh no, 20 now, verses 20. Listen, I want to lay hammer upon that wicked spirit in this family. Okay, their sexual misconduct. Listen at 20. And if a man shall if a man shall lie with his uncle's wife, he hath uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall bear their sin. They shall die childless. Did they get that? Now to 21. And if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. You pollute the land. Listen, he hath uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall both die childless. 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes, that's what I'm doing, and all my judgments, and do them, that the land where I bring you to dwell, therein spew you not out. So now you see sexual conduct, misconduct, it is abominations of the land. It is pollution of the land. When you fornicate, fornication means sinning against your own body. Alright? But when you commit sin of idolatry, having sexual intercourse with another man's wife, you sinned against the land. And the land is going to do what? Spew you out. Again, what does that mean? Death. Spew you out and say, I cannot accommodate you no more. No, I can't carry you anymore. It's the vehicle. It's the oxygen. It's the incubator that accommodates every single being. We are more than 7 billion here on earth. The earth is the one carrying every one of us. So now when you do this, he said, no, you have hurt me to my marrow. I'm going to spew you out. That is the judgment that before this monster that taught the mystery, the bestiality, and the morphe. He said both is going to die childless. Let me tell you the judgment of the Lord. Eddy Murphy has 6 children, not even to the 4th generation, not at all. According to the law, all 6 is going down the grave with him. Now, his twin brother will also die childless. Both must not die childless. That's what the Lord said. Every children that one also have, they are going down the grave because they came from unlawful bed. The bed, that entire household is being defiled. This is the sins of Sodom and Gomorrah. That was what all of them was being wiped out. How many saved? Like Nigeria and Ghana, only 3 people. Sodom and Gomorrah, only 3 people. So that could say only 3 people is going to be left over in this family. They are going down the grave, all of them. And does this not baffle you that is the causes of the morphe also even rain upon his own self? A thing you did, you say you never did it, then I said, come and swear. You now swore, if you ever did it, that the curses will kill you, kill your children, kill your wife, kill every one of your family. That is eternal damning. That is Sodom. That was the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, let me a warning to this lady called Gladys in Italy. You say everyone that comes online should be crying because of the children. Now, get ready to cry more because the children is not exempted either. We goes to the law because I hear you also making some noise calling yourself a Christian, pray prayer that is not even going nowhere. Now why can't you go to the law? He said until heaven and earth pass away. Matthew 5. Okay, let me put it. Let me just give it to you. Matthew chapter 5 verses 17 to 20. It makes it so clear. Think not that I've come to abolish the law nor the prophet. Until when? Until everything is fulfilled. Until the heaven and the earth is no more. Until the heaven and the earth is no more. So Revelation 21 has said, then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth is no more. So until you don't see the iniquity state of this very first earth, until this you pray that the will of Abba Yahuwah to be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Until paradise come down here on earth. That is what we are waiting for, Revelation 21. The new heaven and the new earth. The new heaven and new earth, there is no iniquity anymore. That is where everyone that is going to do or that is left, okay, escape Sharia law, okay, that enter the ark of Noah, okay, they are going to be like angels. They will sin no more, neither will they die anymore. Read it, Revelation 21. Now, Deuteronomy 30 verses 4 said, all right now, excuse me, Deuteronomy 30 verses 90. I hope I'm quoting right. Okay. 90 said, yes, I'm sure. 90 said, I call these days, I call heaven and earth these days to bear witnesses against you that I've given you the law. He said, I said before you life and death. What is life? If you love me, you love life. How do you love Abayewa? If you love me, keep my commandment. That you will see John 14, okay, 15. John chapter 14, verses 15. And John chapter 14, verses 26 said, if you don't love me, you won't even keep my law. Therefore, you love death. That is in the Proverbs. If you love me, you love life. But if you hate me, you love death. How do you hate him? You refuse to do what he says. Like what we are doing. Like Gladys, you are quoting the opposite. You refuse to do what the Lord says until you don't see the first heaven and you don't see the first earth anymore. Therefore, the royal law can't. If you see it, the royal law can't. All right, now. I just throw that in. I'm also running again out of time, and I have a lot of scriptures to deal with in this very first one, or else we extend it to 2. Maybe we're going to do the finishing already, yeah, in part 2. Okay, now. We are going to, okay, Leviticus 28, 18. Go and read it. What is the sins of the land? Leviticus 18 is going to let you know the sins of the land. Okay, the sins of the land, it says perversion. And by so they say it's going to spew you out. Not, it said it will spew, it will get, it won't accommodate you anymore. It won't cohabit with you anymore. He won't take your nonsense anymore. It won't tolerate your idiotic anymore. It won't tolerate you propagate the wickedness of Satan here on the, It will just get rid of it. All right. So that was why Eddie Murphy used his own hand to even bring that curses of Sodom and Gomorrah upon himself. Now, a question I want to throw out upon every one of us. If the FS says when you commit sexual misconduct, it can't accommodate you anymore. When you have sexual intercourse with your own brother, it says it's going to spew you out. What about heaven, where there is no iniquity? It's going to handle that? No. That is why heaven helped Eddie Murphy to go and use his own hand to take destruction. You know what I hate in this guy? Was that when you fall into mess, have a sober reflection. Okay? Have that godly repentance. Be sorrowful in your heart. What have I done? You know it is bad. Even when I heard and said to his brother, he ain't all that way. I know it's going to hurt you because I had sex with your own wife. Okay? He said that. So simply means to say, you know you did evil. And you are brag of it. And you take glory in it. And you are proud of it. And you now also come to the internet worldwide and expose that. How wrinkled that vagina is. How noisome that vagina is. How bad or bitter that vagina is. Oh no, it's on. It has no part 2. Now, Revelation 12, 7 to 9. Could they handle iniquity in heaven? The war started in heaven when you read it. That was what all those, father of Eddie Murphy, we are being kicked out, knocked out from the heavenly, because you want to thought iniquity. No, heaven can't handle that. That was why there was war in heaven. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angel fought back, but they couldn't prevail. So that was how they lost their place in heaven and be cast into this earth. You see that the madness in heaven, they now also brought it down here on earth and begin to thought the mystery. Quickly, let me read here. Deuteronomy 22, 22 to 24. If a man be found laying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Yisrael, from the land. Okay? If a damsel, okay, it's talking about virgin, okay, it's a married woman. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto an husband, and a man found her in the city and lie with her, and ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you. It is evil. This is what happened. His own hand, he now used his own hand to bring causes of damnation upon his own self. So right now, both, this judgment is going to that wife of his twin brother. He said the woman would die childless, Eddie Murphy will die childless. That is what the law says. When it goes to the law, it's going to let you know your offenses and the consequences, the penalty. So get ready to cry. You that call yourself Gladys. Now, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 15 to 20. Go and read it. I'm not going to read there. But 15 said, when a man join together, you become one. Okay, 19 also said, if you fornicate, you sin against your own body, like I said. But if you have sexual intercourse with a married woman, you sin against the land. So that is the differences over there. All right, now, Genesis 39, 7 to 9. You can read it, or if you have time, or you take from 7 to 15 or 12, excuse me. Listen now. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife, is speaking of Potiphar's wife, cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, lay with me. Okay, lie with me. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master withhold not. Okay. All right. Withhold nothing from me in the house. Okay, where am I? Nothing. Withhold nothing, okay, from me in the house, and he had committed all that he had to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither had he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? It is called great wickedness. Sexual intercourse with a married woman, it is called great wickedness. All right. So for that, when he wanted to rape Joseph even left his cloth and fled away. That was why he said, every other sin, man sin outside his bodies, you did not sin against your body, but he that sins sexually, said you sin against your own body. All right. It said, flee from sexual immorality, run away. That was why Joseph fled away. Every other sin, say resist. Resist. When light is coming, resist the devil, will flee away from you. But when it comes to sexual sin, you just have to flee. Don't push this one. Don't even try, because this one is going to bounce you back. Don't try it. That is how wicked this spirit is. Now you can also read it in your quiet time. Deuteronomy 71 to 7. You're going to find it over there. Anyone that does this wickedness, both must be stoned to death. It said because they have done wickedness against the royal law. Here we are, Matthew chapter 5. We are reading from 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of the old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, 28 now, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. And if thy right, okay, let me first of all put scripture, put words in this. All right, now what is it saying? Messiah's own law is even more harder than the Old Testament law. The one you said is your enemy, the Christian, all of you. Jesus nailed it to the cross. But if you want to steal, tithe is in the law. Jesus did not lay that part to the cross. Now, you see what he said? The old said, when you commit adultery, that is what Eddie Murphy did. This is what it is. You go into another woman, you have sexual intercourse. But Messiah said, no. The one I'm passing on to you, if you even look at her, in your heart, you have already had that sexual intercourse with her. Now, you and I know that a fornicator can never go to heaven. You can see that in Revelation 21 also. We read 29 now. So if Messiah make it so clear over that he even came to bind us even more stronger with the royal law. The Lord said, when you have sex, you have done it. He said, no. When you lust, you have done it. So which one is even more difficult? So he even come to bind us even more with the law. 29. If thy right eyes offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. 30. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. So for you not to even have that pollution at all from your heart, what happened? Guide your heart. If you have it in your heart, he said you're gonna and when you do this sexual, he said it is link of fire, hellfire you are going. Not two ways about that. That is the judgment of sex perversion. So Messiah is doing he's doing everything by thing for we to have a right heart. Just like him. He said we should be Messiah like-minded. Okay? Isaiah 14:12-15. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation? For thou hast said in thy heart, I was sent. So this one sinned. This is a mighty angel. He sinned in his heart. The thought was just going on in his heart. I'm going to make myself like the Most High. I'm going to sit in their congregation. I'm going to be worshipped. I'm going to be this. In his heart. Why those thoughts was going on in his heart? That was why they were being cast out. They have not even yet done it. Only the topic was just going on in their heart. They were being cast out. Revelation 12:7-9. Now, Psalm 14 verses 1 said, the fool says in their heart, there is no Yahuwah. The heart is the problem. Matthew 15 also make it so clear. Anything that go into it does not differ. But what coming? Because the heart, that is where everything proceeded. It proceeds from the heart. Family, we want to begin the part 2. Maybe we'll do the finishing over there. I still have one scripture to be established. So the heart is the problem. It's where everything, that was why the